Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Very thrilled to have in studio two lovely ladies. One that's been here before. We have Katie Cockrell, the co-founder of KatieandKelly.com. And also new to the show, we have Sarah Urquhart. She's the founding director of Alt Summit. So thrilled to have these ladies here in studio. And Katie, thank you for bringing Sarah to us. And as part of our monthly segment that we're doing with KatieandKellyCockrell.com, we have these monthly discussions about local women entrepreneurs, as well as some lifestyle and fashion tips, mainly with women that are really making a footprint in the world of business here in Utah. So ladies, welcome to the show. Nice to have you both here this morning. Katie, introduce us to Sarah.
Yes, so thank you so much, Chelsea. And you know, I'm so excited about these monthly segments. Honestly, we're going to be able to feature local female entrepreneurs and inspiring businesswomen who are really doing amazing things in the community. And Sarah is one of those people. Sarah is the founder and director of Alt Summit. So Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about the Alt Summit and how you kind of grew the company from your side passion project into the amazing brand that it is, known throughout the world?
Thank you. It is an exciting brand, and we're really happy with the growth. It is known around the world in a certain niche market, and we're proud of that. It started as a conference to bring, a business conference, to bring people who were creating jobs online. They were doing creative things on blogs, and as new social media platforms evolved and they found themselves with large followings, they were figuring out ways to monetize those and actually make a living, and they needed a place to gather, to talk to each other about what was working, what was not working. I mean, essentially these women are making up careers, and so we wanted a place where they could come and have their people around them.
Sarah, we've mentioned how this is really an international thing. People know about this from all over, but having said that, Utah is quite the breeding ground, I guess you could say, for women that want, particularly women that want to start their own company online. Yeah. Why do you think that is? Or why do you think we've created an environment here in Utah that allows for that?
That's a great question, and there are lots of theories. First of all, it has to do with Utah and Utah government. It's easy. They make it very easy for people to get in and start. And the getting online, there's a very low threshold for starting. Financially, there's almost no risk. And so that helps. Women in Utah are educated, and they're smart, and they're hardworking, and they're looking for things to do, and they're looking for things to do that complement having families, because we have families and big families, and so we need things that will complement all of those, all of the things. And I think it's kind of a perfect storm. I think the fact that government makes it easy and people are smart and looking for something interesting, and we can help each other because we see other people doing it. We can talk and get together and really exchange ideas, and again, what's working, what's not working.
That's right. There's a network for it, a very supportive network, which is what you've created with Alt Summit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I love that the Alt Summit is based in Salt Lake City in particular. What kind of events and workshops and kind of things do you do at the Alt Summit? Can someone do?
So it's essentially a 4-day conference, heavy on 2 days and light on the bookends. There are workshops throughout the 2 heavy days where people are learning about growing your community, or how to handle negative comments, or how to work with sponsors, or all of those things. We vet all the sponsors that come to Alt. We want to make sure that they want to work and respect the bloggers that are online. We want to make sure there's going to be good communication and a good working relationship. So there's a lot of that happens. I often tell people that it is a serious business conference, but these women dress to the nines. So I say, you know, it's a serious conference. Don't let the shoes fool you. Because I mean, these women, they look great. Most of them work at home, in their own, you know, home office, sometimes in their bedrooms. They'll have a little desk. And so here is their chance to get dressed up, to be with their peers, and many of them take that seriously. So that's kind of a fun thing and a nice feature of Alt, is everybody's really really dressed.
They're ready to show up, you know, share the business cards, get some great tips
Exactly right.
for expanding their own blogs, and give us kind of a rundown of the different types of blogger businesses. We have, you know, Katie and her sister Kelly here that they have like a lifestyle, fashion, finance blog. What are some other ones that you guys have show up?
Under lifestyle, we'll have many. We have travel, food, we'll have fashion, as you said, photography, family. I mean, it's endless. Interior design.
Everything that you can put online.
Yeah, really. And
which is the beauty of it, really.
Right, and this group is actually, what kind of defines them is they're visually driven. So lots of photos, beautiful things. It's not just a pretty necklace, it's the way the necklace is on the person, holding the lemonade with the straw and the umbrella, and all of those pieces highlight that necklace, but all of those things go into a lifestyle blog, and a good lifestyle blog. You'll see all of those elements, and people have really been thoughtful about the visual.
Yeah,
fantastic.
definitely. Well, and one of the things that we want to do on this segment is to inspire our viewers to find ways that they can start their own businesses. So I'm really interested, how did you kind of come up with the Alt Summit idea, and how did you kind of develop it? And didn't you start it with your sister too?
It's a good story. I actually there are 8 children in my family that I grew up in, and we were at a family gathering, all the siblings and their spouses. We were on a trip together. And I have 3 sisters who blog and who are some of the early pioneers.
Wow.
Design Mom is my sister Gabrielle. Oh Happy Day is my sister Jordan. And my sister-in-law Liz is married to my brother, and she's with Say Yes. All great blogs. And they were saying, we need a place. There's not a place for us to gather. And I knew I would never write a blog. I just know my temperament. I could see what they were doing. I was a consumer of blogs, reading every day, but I thought, but I can do a conference. And I knew that this was something I could do. So my sister Gabrielle from Design Mom was instrumental in bringing the content. She still is. She knows who the players are, she knows who the speakers should be and what the topic should be, and then I do everything else.
That's wonderful. So what have been some of those surprising developments from the Alt Summit's inception to present day? We were talking earlier how they sell out within hours.
They do, and that's been, you know, those kinds of things are a surprise to me. Is I know I can do a good event. I've done events in the past for other kinds of people and businesses, so that part was good. But to have people need this so much and be so and have it be so meaningful for them has been a real highlight. You know, I'll get emails after every event saying, I'm coming to Alt every year because all of the business that I have done this year on my blog comes directly from Alt Summit, or I met these people through, or whatever it is, that they really attribute what we're doing to their success, and that's so flattering. It means we're doing our job, and it means we're doing it right. And you know, when someone comes, they have to do the work. They have to push themselves and have the meetings and meet the right people and talk and collaborate and come up with ideas. But we provide the platform for them to do it, and that's been really exciting for us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and one of your speakers this series is very famous. We all know her, Martha Stewart. Yes. I'm wondering, how did you go about securing her for the show?
How did that even happen? I was like, you got her to come here.
Martha Stewart is coming to Salt Lake. So
it's awesome. She has been, and her brand has been a very good supporter of Alt. They, you know, a lot of her editors have been aware of Alt, and we'll kind of work together on projects. The last 2 summers, we've actually held some small events at her headquarters, and so I've gotten to meet her and talk to her, and we really have been wanting to have her here. So it was a simple ask, and it was a big ask. You know, we really thought through how to ask her and how to, you know, properly invite. And she was so gracious and called us right up and said she'd be honored to come. And so, you know, we had to work out the details of how to get her here, but we're really excited. And part of the excitement of that is we have limited tickets to Alt. In fact, we're sold out, but we've opened a locals only that can come to see Martha. and she's going to talk for about an hour. It'll be at 11 o'clock on June 19th. And there are tickets available for that. They're only $30. And we'd love for people to grab a couple of friends, come down into Salt Lake. It's at the Grand America, who's been a great partner to us. And, you know, come and see Martha and then stop for lunch somewhere in town, maybe even high tea at the Grand America. It's just a perfect day to grab your sisters, grab your daughters, whoever it is, and we really would love people to come.
And speaking of, you guys were kind enough to give our viewers or followers of either of your blogs here some tickets. Tell us about that, Katie.
Yes, so if you go to katieandkelly.com, the first blog post you'll see up there is our contest with Alt Summit. And if you go down into the comment section, tell us why you would be perfect to win the 4 tickets to see Martha Stewart live, plus have high tea lunch at the Grand America, and enter by midnight tonight. We'll pick the winner by tomorrow morning.
I wish I could enter this.
I know, I do too. I'm like, can I secretly come to this?
I'll have to tell some friends about it. It sounds pretty great. So last of all, Sarah, for you, okay, starting a blog is essentially, obviously, you know, putting yourself out there. It can be kind of daunting, to say the least, because you're putting your ideas out there, hoping that people like the way you're displaying, you know, either products that you're selling, ideas that you are promoting. What advice would you give to those who want to start a blog but haven't quite been able to make that push yet?
The number one thing is, if you know you want to start, you have to start.
Just start.
Don't wait for it to be perfect. Don't wait for it to be just right. Don't wait. It will never happen. The people who have been doing it for 10 or 12 years are still tweaking and fixing and adjusting. And I have not met a single blogger who has gone back and said, I am so proud of those first few months. Those posts are my best ones. Nobody does it. You have to put it out there. You can't learn what you don't know until you start. So if you think you're a blogger, you have to start.
Absolutely.
And then come to Alt.
That's right. And a place to go to figure out what you need to know. Go to Alt. And as a reminder, where can we go for more information about Alt and Martha Stewart?
AltitudeSummit.com.
Very good. And once again, then we have Katie and Kelly online as well. So be sure to check out both of those blogs. Remember to enter the contest by 12 p.m. tonight. Yes.
It says on the screen altsummit.com. Don't go there. Altitude Summit.
Altitude Summit. We'll make sure that we have that happen. So altitudesummit.com. You guys, thank you so much for joining us this segment for our lifestyle bloggers as well as women entrepreneurs. A huge thank you to Sarah and to Katie for joining us here today. We'll be right back after the break. We have Desire Desserts and also Friends of Animals Utah. That's up next.